So we're coming into the
master bedroom.
Master bedroom. So this one, and again, the views, amazing, amazing. This one's got a built-in fireplace,
Correct.
which is going to have an awesome, probably, mantle.
Yep. This one, we actually have the mantle built, and didn't quite work out. The clearances weren't there like we thought they were going to be, so we are modifying it.
Which is hard because you build off-site and bring it, and then you got to, I love how it's all drawn, you can see what's going to happen.
So yeah, we're having to modify this. Again, fortunately, we plan the best we can and try to make sure that things don't happen like that.
Yeah.
But every once in a while it does, and so we have to work on the fly to get this thing to...
Well, and that's like a custom job. Everything is so individual.
Yep.
That's going to happen.
We've never built the same house twice.
I love that.
So
I love the windows. And so what we see again here is wiring. So what are they putting in the wiring here?
So they're going to do motorized shades on all the windows. And so we have the wire stubbed out for the shades to be wired up directly to the motor, and they can just push a button and all the shades come down, or have it set up to schedule at 8 o'clock, the shades roll up and sun comes in and you have to wake up.
I love that. It's like having Jarvis run your house.
Exactly.
So let's say you're like, I don't know if I want motorized shades. Should they wire? Is this something someone should wire in now? Is this becoming popular enough?
It is becoming very popular, especially in your higher end homes. It's one of those things that you can't, if you're going to do it at some point, it's easier and cheaper to do it before you put the drywall on.
Even if you're not going to use it, it might be a good idea to wire in, pull those, because
you have to tear open the drywall to put wires in.
Gotcha.
Or the other option is to do battery operated, which is nice, but at some point, once a year, you're going to be changing a lot of batteries.
Going to change out your batteries.
I had a client that had battery operated ones, and they'd spend hundreds of dollars just on batteries, because every year you're having to change those
it
batteries.
out. And I can't imagine going through this house, all these windows, and changing batteries on all your shades.
And some of them are very high. So you have to have specialized people to come in with taller ladders or scaffolding to set up to do it.
Which makes also sense on why you would think about doing electric.
Correct.
Because even if manual, having big tall windows, really good to think ahead.
Correct.
Okay, let's go take a look in the master bathroom.
Perfect.
So one of the first things we've got in here is the master closet.
Yes.
Now, on this size of a house, I would think we would have a bigger closet, but this is a second home.
Yes, this is a vacation home. And so when we talked about closets, we were like, do you want to have lots of shelving? Do you like to have lots of hanging?
Yeah.
Because everybody has their own preferences. Some people like to hang everything.
Yes.
And so they don't need a lot of shelves.
Right.
These people wanted a little bit of both. And so we have some hanging, and we have some shelves for them to put their things. We have shoe shelves for your shoes.
Now, do you figure out the shelving before the beforehand, or do you get the room and then figure out the shelving?
We like to do it once we get the room, because what looks like on paper may not work when you get out here. Whether it's outlets in the wrong spots, or get in here and find out this room's not as big as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
So we need to modify how many shelves we have, or how much hanging we want to do.
Gotcha.
In this one, they're going to have dressers underneath this window, so we have an outlet for plugging in their iPhones or their watches. And they have another dresser over there, so we matched it.
I love that. I love that. And this is a smaller closet because this is as a second home. When you're thinking about it, you might be not thinking, I don't need a big closet. I don't want to take up my square footage with closets on a second home. Yeah. And if you do, you may say, I want the square footage for living or for bathroom. Let's go take a look at this one. So I love this. As we come into the master bathroom, this is a giant tub.
Correct.
Now, but this is a not jetted tub?
It's not a jetted tub. It has the holes in there for air, so you can get the air bubbles coming through there.
What's that called now? If it's not jetted, bubbly tub? This is a bubbly tub. So this is the new thing with bubbly tubs. Because jetted tubs are really not that popular.
Not as much anymore.
Yeah.
Some people still like them. They love to have that massage in there. I had a client that I did a house for in Wyoming that that's what they did. Is they come home and soak because they just needed that extra, massage that happened in the jetted tub.
Because now you have spas. A lot of people add a spa or a hot tub versus a jetted tub because hard to keep clean.
Exactly. You have to bleach it, run bleach through them to keep the bacteria and stuff from growing in them.
Yeah. But this is a little different.
Yeah, it does. It has the air bubbles that come through, so you kind of get a little bit of the air movement through there to help with the muscles. But also, one thing you've got to realize is, in a tub that has a motor, you have to have power to it.
Right.
And how do you access that power? Because you have to be able to get to it. You come through the shower, so that doesn't work very good.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure that you have the motor on the correct side of the tub to be able to access it from a different area.
Which also means if you have a regular tub and you want to add a bubbly tub, you have to take into account motor.
Correct.
So is it motor down like is this access or we have to go?
Nope. So we'll have a granite on the front of here, and then the access through the toilet room. We have an access to be able to get to the motor, which is on this end.
Gotcha.
And so we have an access that we can crawl through to. Hopefully, you don't ever have to get in there, but you have to think ahead in case you do have a problem. You have a way to get to it.
So if you wanted to add a tub and you don't have one, you have to think of access to a motor, and then you obviously then have to have power.
Correct.
And not every tub area has power.
Correct.
Gotcha.
You have to have the right amount of power.
Because does this take a lot of power?
It doesn't take a lot, but you have to have a home run to it. And so you have to have a line directly to that. You don't come off of something else. Right, because they consider it equipment, so it has to have its own
breaker.
Dedicated power.
Got it. Okay, makes sense. I love this. But I do love the idea. Bubbly tub is kind of the new jetted tub.
Correct.
If you've been thinking about building your dream home, I'm Braden with B&B Builders. Give me a call.